Valerie.
And I'm Zach.
And this is 24
to Explore.
Today, we're going to be talking to you about the top 5 things that you want to do before you start renovating your RV.
What's the first one?
The first one is research. You have a lot of great resources on the internet, and you want to research what kinds of renovations that have been done on other RVs like yours. You also want to look up exactly what you want to do. Do you just want to repaint your cabinets? Do you also want to get flooring done? Do you want to change your lighting? So make sure that you are looking at what products are being used and how long that people are saying these renovations are taking them. So you get a really good idea of what you are in for.
Yes, and the research part really plays into the next 2 points because you will know, you'll have a better idea of what your budget is going to be, and you're going to research towards that budget. So that's the next one, budget. So there are a lot of things to take into account based on your research.
You need to know how much you are willing to spend on your renovations. Are you hauling the entire thing and gutting it, similar to what we're doing? Or are you just trying to do some minor touch-ups that are going to give new life to an older RV? So,
like we're doing.
Right. So you want to also consider things you can run into as you're renovating. So if you're pulling up flooring and you realize there's water damage, you might need to also replace the plywood flooring, which you might not have accounted for. So you want to make sure that you have some extra room in your budget for problems that may surface along the way.
Yeah, well said. I don't have anything else to add.
Next thing you want to do after you have created your budget is to create a plan. So that is just kind of a punch list or an itemized list of kind of your order of operations of how you're going to start your renovations. After researching, for us, we knew we were going to do a complete overhaul. So we were going to rip up flooring first. Then we are going to prepare for painting, and then the final step for us is going to be putting in the brand new flooring. So we found that through our research. Also planning on if you're going to be taking items down that are going to come back into the RV, is what's getting thrown out. Are there any items you can resell? Make a little bit money to put towards that budget.
Yes, and we didn't have to plan for any dilapidated parts or replacing water damaged floorboards or roofs or anything like that. So we walked into this just looking at just what we were going to renovate. So it helped out a whole lot. Mm-hmm. So the fourth thing is purchase your paints, purchase your flooring for us. Tools, yeah. So tools is one of my biggest things, and eBay and Amazon are your friend. So automatic tools such as this.
What is that?
It's an automatic screwdriver, but it can also be used for car parts and stuff too. So it has a socket head on it, but it works great, and it saves a lot of time, and you love it, right?
Yep. And that's a lot lower profile than using a drill to get the screws in and out, especially in an RV where there's a lot of small spaces. That has helped out a lot with how short that it is, that you can get that into most of the places you need to. The more you have on hand ready to go when you're starting, it'll make your process a lot smoother because you'll just be able to continue on with all of your steps in your plan without having to stop, start, because that will definitely slow you down, because that's what's happened to us a little bit. So
what are some examples of that?
What?
Of having a lot of things on hand.
Having your tools ready, having your, if you're using liquid deglosser or liquid sandpaper, having your primer, your paints, the spray paint if you're going to be spray painting your hardware. So basically, having everything on hand. Obviously, there might be some things along the way you're going to realize that you do want to replace that you weren't planning for. So again, having that extra cushion in your budget will allow for you to make some extra purchases along the way.
Sounds good.
The last thing before you start any renovations is make sure you take photos. Everyone loves a really good before and after, and
Makes you feel good too.
Yeah.
All the work that you've done, you can really tell.
Yeah, so make sure you take those before photos before you touch anything, and then once you get started, you can take your during, and then once you're done, take your after photos. All right, so that is it. That was your 5 things to do before you start renovating your RV. Please give us a like and subscribe, and let us know what you think of the video. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.